Officer Garrett Rolfe is back on duty, so to speak, but he's going to be put on leave because he still has a felony murder charge against him for fatally shooting Rayshard Brooks. And if you remember that was back in June when Rayshard Brooks fell asleep in a Wendy's drive-thru. The cop tried to wake him up the first time. He woke up, looked back over his shoulder. He fell asleep again, and they brought in a DUI cop. He was obviously drunk, obviously admitted to have drinking previous in the day, fought with the cops because he was getting arrested, and ran away, tried to fire the taser back at the cop. The cop shot him. So instead of giving Garrett Rolfe due process according to his work contract, they just fired him. So he filed suit. And so basically the board grants the appeal of Garrett Rolfe. He revokes his dismissal as an employee of the APD. But like I said, he's got a felony murder charge and he won't go back to work anytime soon because he can't possess a firearm at this point. So basically in this short video here, Garrett Rolfe basically was denied due process and he fought it and won. But he's going to get Derek Chauvin in trial. Maybe, perhaps, hopefully, they will sequester the jurors, and they'll make sure that the jurors aren't, prancing around BLM movements and protesting, and lying on their jury questionnaires because that's sort of against the law. But, look at the times we live in. They don't really give a crap about that. But again, Garrett Rolfe. I did a video on it, and I did a deep dive. I scrubbed the entire body cam video. And at no point did either officer, violate this guy's rights in any way. They were actually more than fair to him. But the thing is that, and this goes to a bigger thing, shut the fuck up. Shut up. If you're being questioned by the cops, shut the fuck up. Okay? He could have eliminated a bunch of this shit if he would have just shut the fuck up. Rayshard Brooks would be not only alive today, but, probably the charges dropped against him. But, again, he just confessed that he was drinking previously in the day and went from daiquiris to margaritas. He didn't know what he was drinking. Fell asleep 3 different times. So, and plus, there goes the other thing. He should have been drinking and driving. And more importantly, he shouldn't have been fighting with the cops. He should have taken the loss, taken the knee and said, all right, done. I'm going to jail. Went to jail, fought it in court. But no, Rayshard Brooks knew better than everybody else, tried to fight the cops, tried to shoot at the cops with a taser, which is a deadly weapon, by the way. Oh, it's less lethal. No, it's still a deadly weapon in the wrong hands and to the wrong people. So there you go. Garrett Rolfe was denied due process, but the board basically stated that due to the city's failure to comply with civil provisions of the code and the information received during witnesses' testimony, the board concludes the appellant was not afforded his right to due process. And there you go, folks. Garrett Rolfe is off the hook. For now, he's got his job back. For now, until the kangaroo court, hopefully his lawyers are better than Derek Chauvin's lawyers, will give him the not guilty verdict that he deserves. Because in my opinion, Garrett Rolfe didn't do anything wrong other than try to uphold the law. But in this day and age, upholding the law is a failed notion anymore. Because if you can release prisoners in Portland for trying to burn down a courthouse and, hurt federal officers, then, whatever. I hope the best for Garrett Rolfe, but let's face it. This is in Atlanta. And, well, Atlanta's no Minnesota or Minneapolis, but let's face it, it's all foregone conclusion that Garrett Rolfe will be railroaded right into the court, getting catch a guilty verdict, unfortunately. But again, let's hope for the best, and let's hope that down in this part of the world in the South, he will actually get a fair jury trial. We'll see about that.